Finally tonight, seems like we could all use a little holiday cheer, and America is more than ready.
Hello and welcome back to Live Economic News. Today, we're diving into a topic that, how much do Americans spend on Christmas? We've got the latest data to give you an insightful look into the spending trends. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. In 2023, the average American's wallet will take a $1,000 hit for the holidays, with a whopping 71% going straight to gifts under the tree. But wait, there's more. Decorations, food, and festive frills add another $200 plus to the tab. In Japan, Christmas is primarily a romantic occasion, with couples indulging in lavish dinners and hotel stays. Germany boasts charming Christmas markets where locals splurge on handcrafted ornaments and festive treats. In contrast, the focus in the UK leans towards family gatherings and elaborate Christmas dinners, with Britain spending heavily on food and decorations. Interestingly, Christmas spending in China has skyrocketed in recent years, fueled by a growing consumer culture and the desire to emulate Western traditions. It's important to remember that Christmas spending isn't solely about materialism. In many countries, the holiday season is a time for giving back to the community, with charitable donations and volunteer work playing a significant role. Ultimately, the amount spent on Christmas varies widely depending on cultural norms, economic realities, and individual priorities. Regardless of the financial scale, the spirit of generosity and togetherness remains a common thread that binds Christmas celebrations around the world, making Christmas a bigger shopping spree than Black Friday itself. It's a family affair too, with 96% of Americans showering their loved ones with presents. Gift cards top the wish list, making holiday shopping less of a guessing game and more of a Visa swipe. But before you break the bank, consider this. Canadians outspend Americans by nearly $1,000 on Christmas festivities. Meanwhile, men shell out 10% more than women, and the 45 to 54 age group takes the prize for biggest holiday spenders. Geography plays a role too, with the Northeast outspending the South by $100 per person. The good news? Nearly half of Americans start shopping early before October ends, and 63% embrace the convenience of online purchases. So, whether you're a meticulous planner or a last-minute help, remember, the true spirit of Christmas isn't measured in dollars spent, but in the joy shared. In the festive month of December 2022, Americans collectively threw down a whopping $531.8 billion on holiday shopping. To break it down, it's like every individual contributed a festive sum of $1,600 to the seasonal merriment, or households across the nation decided to break open their piggy banks, revealing a jubilant total of $3,800. Just picture the grandeur of Scrooge McDuck's legendary coin dives. That's the scale of the financial celebration we're talking about here. November played the role of the warm-up act, with sales reaching $486.2 billion after adjusting for inflation. However, when December rolled around, it was as if the spending enthusiasm had been turned up to 11, underscoring just how seriously Americans embrace the spirit of holiday cheer. So, the burning question that lingers.
Our Made in America Christmas, a trip down Fifth Avenue, the windows, and tourists from all over the country, as we ask for your one thing.
Were you a part of this retail avalanche? Did you secure your slice of the holiday shopping spree pie? Whether you were a cautious spender or an unabashed shopaholic, one thing is certain. The festive season saw wallets open wide and cash registers ringing across the nation, marking a jubilant end to the year. Consider November the prelude to the grand symphony of holiday spending, with sales hitting a substantial $486.2 billion after adjusting for inflation. However, when December took the stage, it was as if the spending dial had been cranked up to 11, underscoring the profound commitment with which Americans embrace the spirit of holiday cheer. The numbers reveal a nation that doesn't just celebrate, it indulges with a festive fervor that transforms mere warm-up acts into spectacular main events. Now, the question echoes, were you a contributor to this retail avalanche? Did you secure your share of the holiday shopping spree pie, navigating the aisles and online carts with a blend of excitement and strategic precision? Regardless of your holiday spending narrative, one thing remains certain. These numbers capture not just a financial snapshot, but a collective manifestation of joy, generosity, and the unmistakable holiday spirit that sweeps across the nation during this festive season. So, as we reflect on the data, it's not just about dollars spent, but the stories and memories created in the pursuit of holiday happiness. Over the expansive timeline spanning from 1992 to 2022, December stood as an unwavering beacon of holiday merriment, consistently claiming the coveted title of the highest spending month. It consistently reigned supreme, painting the end of each year with a festive brush stroke. November, a loyal companion in the holiday spending spectacle, often secured the position of the second highest spending month, clinching the silver medal in this financial race. Despite this pattern, there were notable exceptions that shook up the traditional hierarchy. In the years 2008, 2014, and 2022, November graciously stepped aside, relinquishing its usual role as the second highest spender. During this particular years, another month took center stage, surpassing November in spending, relegating it to a spectator role from the sidelines. This fluctuation in the annual spending dynamics reflects the dynamic nature of consumer behavior and economic factors, adding intriguing nuances to the overall tapestry of holiday spending trends. Americans went on a record spree in December 2022, shelling out 20% more on non-car retail purchases compared to just a decade ago in 2012. This means a whopping 61% increase in holiday cheer, measured in dollars, since December 1992. However, despite December's impressive performance, its dominance as the year's spending champion is waning. Throughout the year, other months are catching up. Compared to 1992, when December claimed a hefty 11.2% of all annual spending, it now commands a smaller share, dipping to 9.4% in 2022. This trend suggests a shift in shopping habits, with holiday cheer perhaps being spread out more evenly across the calendar, board games, and more. This festive frenzy accounted for a whopping 13.4% of all spending at these stores throughout the entire year. December is the undisputed champion for these retailers, a time when aisles overflow with eager shoppers and gift-wrapped dreams. However, keep in mind that this figure only reflects purchases made at dedicated hobby, toy, and game stores. It doesn't capture the treasure trove of toys likely bought at department stores, supermarkets, or electronics shops. So, the total holiday spending on toys might be even higher than this impressive number suggests. Overall, December's toy shopping bonanza paints a vibrant picture of families and friends coming together to celebrate the season through play and shared experiences. While the exact numbers might vary, one thing is certain: the joy of giving and receiving in December brings a special kind of magic to these stores, making them a delightful destination for both young and old. U.S. shoppers historically ramped up their purchasing in the holiday season, with spending typically soaring as they moved from the third quarter, July-September, to the fourth quarter, October-December. Data from 1992 to 2022 shows this holiday bump averaged a solid 11% increase on average. However, the party seems to be a bit less festive these days. Back in 1992, the fourth quarter saw a whopping 15% jump over the third quarter. But by 2022, that figure had nearly halved to just 6%. The Great Recession of 2008 was even colder, offering a meager 3% increase. Despite the overall trend, individual months still show their holiday sparkle. December reigns supreme, boasting an average spend of $429.8 billion. Adjusted for inflation, a hearty 19% more than November's $361.2 billion, and a luxurious 28% above the rest of the year's monthly average. The internet became a haven for holiday shoppers during the pandemic, and it seems it's sticking around. E-commerce retail sales, which boomed during that time, have maintained their newfound heights, and holiday spending is following suit. Think of it this way: in 2019, only 15% of non-car holiday shopping happened online, but by 2020, it jumped to over 20%, and that level has stayed steady throughout 2021 and 2022. This means clicking buy for festive gifts has become just as popular as traditional in-store browsing for many. This trend suggests that online shopping's convenience and wider selection have won over holiday shoppers, even as pandemic restrictions eased. So, whether it's finding the perfect gift for a picky cousin or avoiding crowded stores, the internet remains a top destination for spreading holiday cheer. Delving into the intricate process of tracking America's shopping habits is akin to playing the role of a dedicated detective, unraveling the secrets of consumer behavior and retail dynamics, rather than physically visiting each retail establishment.
One way you can answer that is inflation is still relatively persistent, so perhaps it is actually the RBA cash rate is having an impact.
Imagine capturing a monthly snapshot of retail stores nationwide. This expansive survey encompasses a diverse array of companies, ranging from those specializing in clothing and groceries to those dealing in tech gadgets and home supplies. These establishments willingly share their monthly sales figures, providing a comprehensive tapestry that unveils the nation's shopping trends. This data becomes an invaluable resource, shedding light on which sectors are currently thriving, which ones are on the decline, and how the holiday season significantly influences the overall shopping frenzy. However, no investigative process is without its imperfections. The voluntary nature of the survey introduces a potential limitation as not every store opts to participate.
Will be offering greater discounts, enticing cash-strapped Aussies to spend.
Creating gaps in the data. Recognizing this, meticulous quality control measures are implemented to mitigate any statistical wiggles, ensuring that the final picture presented is as accurate and representative of the broader consumer landscape as possible. This behind-the-scenes detective work is essential in providing us with a nuanced understanding of the intricate web of factors influencing American spending habits. As we conclude our journey into the fascinating realm of American shopping habits and the holiday season, we'd love to hear from you, our amazing viewers. What surprised you the most about the data we uncovered? Are there any specific trends or insights that resonate with your own experiences? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the numbers, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more insightful content, and hit that notification bell to stay in the loop. Thanks for joining us on this exploration, and until next time, happy holidays and happy shopping!